provide a warm welcome for your MCs, Matt Neal and Holly Mogul.
Good morning, North Charleston! Welcome to the 2025 First Robotics Competition and this year's challenge, Reefscape, presented by Haas. Reefscape is part of our ocean-inspired season, First Dive, presented by Qualcomm. Qualcomm is proud to partner with FIRST to inspire students to make waves in your innovations and transform into confident leaders. A big thanks to Qualcomm for their nearly 20 years of support and for investing in the future. Give it up for Qualcomm, folks.
And we're very excited to partner with our Reefscape season presenting sponsor, the Gene Haas Foundation. As a leading CNC manufacturer, Haas knows the skills you develop this season create success. Whether it's helping you prepare for today's game action, an F1 race, or exploring the depths of the ocean, Haas is proud to support FIRST Robotics competition teams around the world. A big thanks to Haas and all of our donors, from the largest companies to the small businesses and individual donors who support FIRST. And FIRST teams every season with sponsorship and volunteers. We really couldn't do it without you.
I'll talk over here as well. This competition is only possible with the support of our local sponsors. Representing our presenting sponsor, the South Carolina Department of Education, please welcome me. Hi. Hi. I work for the Department of Education. Hi. That's me. So allow me to go out of my MC persona. I'm so glad that all of you guys are here. Like this is my town. This is where I'm from. So for my out-of-towners, welcome. If you're from out of town, where are you at? Couple of you guys. Where the Low Country at? Southern hospitality at its finest. Guys, as a member of the Department of Education, I was a teacher down the road just 3 years ago, and I joined the Department of Education for moments like this, to see all the amazing things that you guys do as South Carolina students. We have 34 South Carolina teams here, all South Carolina teams. Give it up for that. As FIRST South Carolina, all South Carolina teams here. And as much fun as we're going to have and as much great competition that's going to happen, what I want to really remind you guys of is that even though there's a competition and there will be eventually a tournament winner and there's a lot of awards and cool things and there's going to be cheering and standing, this right here, this competition in and of itself is a celebration of everything you've done this year. Give it up for yourselves for what you've accomplished, these amazing robots on the field. So like any good celebration, there's going to be dancing, there's going to be cheering, and yes, there will be bad jokes and dad jokes. So those will be coming to you. I will now revert back into my stage persona. But again, I'm so thankful that you guys are here, and thank you so much. This is going to be an amazing event, and again, thank you for being here. And now I'm back. So now it's time to recognize our volunteers in the blue shirts. Please welcome our judges, led by Judge Advisor Brittany Shank, entering into the field now. The judges want to hear your stories, your successes, and your challenges. This is a distinguished group from companies and organizations where you may want to work someday. So make sure to network and ask them about what they do.
Judges, thank you so much for your time and efforts. You've got a very difficult task this weekend with a competitive group of teams. Now there's another group of volunteers you'll get to know here on the playing field. Their job is to ensure fair play, enforce the rules, and help all teams compete intensely while remembering their gracious professionalism. Their rulings are final, and there will be no video reviews. Please welcome your referees, led by head referee Tina Stokes.
Along with a fair competition, safety is a priority at first. We want you to have fun and be safe at the same time. Helping us achieve that, please welcome our safety managers, Brian Copage and Russell Ball. Here at the event, we'd like to make sure you and your team have a safety plan. Mentors, please communicate your safety plan and a designated meeting place to your team. And congratulations to this year's Safety Animation Award winners, Team 1986, Team Titanium from Lee's Summit, Missouri. Will play their winning animation tomorrow during playoffs.
We have one award which recognizes an individual student and not a team. It's the Dean's List Award. Dean's List nominees stand and now give a round of applause for all of these students who were nominated by their teams. Thank you for being such terrific leaders.
As always, let's make sure that everything you do at the tournament reflects gracious professionalism. The nominees for the Woody Flowers Finalist Award, which was created in honor of Woody Flowers, the originator of gracious professionalism, will be honored during this weekend's award ceremonies. Throughout the competition, please maintain Woody's legacy by acting with gracious professionalism. Mentors nominated by their team are the Woody Flowers Finalist Award contenders, which we will announce at district championships.
Mentors and coaches, you are critical to the FIRST experience. You've helped set the culture at FIRST and are part of a far-reaching support system we've built for students around the world who are just realizing their dreams. We know that many of you also mentor teams from other FIRST programs, FIRST Lego League and FIRST Tech Challenge. A big thank you to all the mentors and coaches for your dedication and efforts on behalf of all of the FIRST programs.
Finally, venue housekeeping and safety reminders before we get started. Please note the location of our emergency exits. There is a fire extinguisher here at the scoring table and at the first aid station located at Pit Admin. Safety is everyone's responsibility, so please help us keep walkways and exits clear, and if you see something unsafe, like a tripping hazard or a spill, please correct the issue immediately or ask Pit Admin for help. We also ask you to refrain from eating food inside both gymnasiums. It's a lovely day, so hopefully you can take it outside to enjoy some snacks and lunch.
It's important for everyone to have a safe, supportive, and enjoyable time here. If anything or anyone is making you feel uneasy, don't hesitate to reach out to a trusted adult for assistance. The FIRST community cares for one another, so if you notice something or someone that seems to be having a tough time, take a moment to check in and see how you can lend a hand. Together, we can ensure that this event is safe and fun for everyone. Before we power up the robots, please stand for the national anthem performed by Darian Roberts from Team 10231 Midnight Circuits.
Yeah! Give it up for Darion Roberts, everyone! Oh man, what a way to start a competition. You ready for Reefscape? Then let's get these robots powered on and let's get things started! Just a reminder, the other voices you'll be hearing this weekend is our game announcers. Please welcome Mindy Pinn and Barry Hudson.
Hello.
I thought I didn't mark you. You have 15. Oh. I'll start now.
We always end up being late. Might not be a bad idea to start.
I wanted to make sure you guys were going. And I want to talk to you.
That side, okay. That side?
Okay. Great. Let's do it. All right, I'll introduce him. Add blue. Cool. I think only one team may not be on. I'm on. Let's go ahead and meet our teams for our first qualifying match. Starting things out on the Red Alliance. Give it up for Team 3533.
Phoenix. Sponsored by Bosch, Boeing, and Vanguard Charitable.
Keep it going on the Red Alliance for 3489.
Category 5. Sponsored by NIWC Atlantic, Young Scientists of South Carolina, and Boeing.
And rounding out the Red Alliance, keep it going for Team 1051.
Technical Terminators. Sponsored by Academy for Careers in Technology, Marion County School District, and Duke Energy.
And let's check out the Blue Alliance. Starting things out, give it up for Team 281.
The Green Villains. Sponsored by Michelin Applied Research Associates and Wire EDM Services.
Joining them on the Blue Alliance, give it up for Team 2815.
Blue Devil Mechanics. Sponsored by Richland County High School District 1 CTE and Dreer High School.
And rounding out the Blue Alliance, keep it going for Team 3976.
Electric Hornets. Sponsored by DoD STEM and Richland 1 CTE.
Drivers behind the line. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
We begin our first qualifying match here at FSC District North Charleston event, presented by South Carolina Department of Education and Qualcomm. Autonomous begins. Our Red Alliance has 2 of 3 robots in motion. Technical Terminators and Phoenix off the line. Our teams now take control of their robots. Red Alliance has 3 robots in motion. They will head to coral stations to pick up pieces of coral from their human players. Coral scored on different levels are different point values. Here in Teleop, that 4th level is worth 5 points. Blue Alliance here is represented by the Green Villains and Blue Devil Mechanics. Blue Devil Mechanics coming in with a coral placement. They're going to reach for that top level, and that's good for 5 points. Their Alliance mates, Electric Hornets, they're working hard to get over here with 1 piece on. 281, Green Villains, Coral on board. One more 5-pointer for Blue Devil Mechanics, and here comes another 5 points with the right behind with the Blue Alliance. We are at Blue Alliance 32, Red Alliance 12 with 1:10 left in this match. On our Blue Alliance is still working. We'll head to the Red Alliance side of the field. There goes Team Phoenix with one algae in the processor. Algae in the processor is part of our cooperation, and a human player miss, they can put that one back in. Algae in the processor, 6 points. 2 algae in the processor, and there's the opportunity to activate cooperation. There goes our human player putting that one in. That will get another 4 points. And our 3, 4, 8, 9, this is category 5, working for a placement here on that lower level. We have 28 seconds left in this match. Cooperation is activated for the Red Alliance, not for the Blue Alliance. Probably not going to see it this time. We've got robots headed to center field for a climb. Looks like Blue Devil Mechanics is going to try to get off the ground with 15 seconds left in the match. That pinging sound indicates our end game. And we have Red Alliance 36, Blue Alliance 55. Red Alliance got 3 robots at center field. That's going to help out with scoring. 3 seconds, 2, 1, match. Excellent kickoff of our day of matches. We will be playing a total of 68 qualifying matches in our event here in North Charleston. First day's matches will play through match 51 this evening, and we are getting started early, so stick around for lots more fun. We'll have official scores up here in just a moment. If this is your first time at a robotics event, you will direct your attention to the screen at the far end of the field. There are lots of icons on there that give you information about our scoring system. You will see, first of all, the score, of course. Blue Alliance 59, Red Alliance 36. There can be adjustments to the score based on different minor and major fouls during the game, so our referees have to enter those before we see a final score. You'll also see a coral and an algae indicator and a little handshake. That one indicates cooperation. Your final scores are coming up. Final score of Blue Alliance 65, Red Alliance 42. Blue Alliance putting up 42 coral points in that one. And we will be right back with qualifying match 2.
For our robot fans that might be unfamiliar with this year's challenge, let's take a look at a game animation to help learn about the objectives and scoring for this year's game.
Welcome to the 2025 First Robotics Competition game, Reefscape, presented by Haas. 2 alliances of 3 teams each compete to earn points by harvesting algae, seeding coral on their reef, and returning to their barge to ascend to the ocean's surface. Alliances earn additional rewards for meeting specific scoring thresholds and for cooperating with their opponents. Prior to the start of the match, teams can choose to hang a shallow cage or a deep cage on their barge. Robots start each match at their starting line and may be preloaded with 1 coral. During the first 15 seconds of the match, robots are autonomous and can be programmed to leave the starting line, remove algae from their reef, and place coral on their reef. If all enabled robots on an alliance leave the starting line and score at least one coral in auto, the alliance earns the auto ranking point. During the following 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the match, drivers control their robot. Robots can place algae in their net and collect coral from human players at their coral station to place on their reef. Coral placed higher on the reef are worth more points. If an alliance can score enough coral on all 4 levels, they will earn an additional ranking point. Robots can also deliver algae to their processor. Once processed, the algae can be taken by the opposing human player and scored into the net. When 2 algae are delivered to each processor, both alliances earn a co-op point. The co-op point reduces the number of coral needed on the reef to earn the ranking point and influences a team's rank in the tournament. As time runs out, robots race back to their barge to hang on their cage and ascend to the ocean surface. Points are awarded to robots that can hang on a shallow cage, and even more points are awarded to robots that can hang on a deep cage. An alliance that scores enough barge points will earn the barge ranking point. The alliance that earns the most points overall wins the match.
Let's go ahead and meet our teams for qualification match 2. Starting things out on the Red Alliance, give it up for team 10591.
That's No Cap. And No Cap is sponsored by Columbia High, Sydney AME Church, and First Robotics Magnet.
And joining them on the Red Alliance, give it up for team 4451.
Robots Garage is sponsored by U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, Michelin, and Bosch.
And rounding out the Red Alliance, give it up for team 9315.
Coding Comets. And they are sponsored by Bosch, Department of Defense, and Haas.
And now let's meet our Blue Alliance. Starting us out, give it up for team 7085.
Wired Warriors are sponsored by Calibration Serios Inc.
And joining them on the Blue Alliance, give it up for team 343.
Metal in Motion, sponsored by Itron, Schneider Electric Company, and SC Department of Education.
And joining them on the Blue Alliance, give it up for team 1287.
Aluminum Assault, sponsored by Horry County Schools, Santee Cooper, Argosy Foundation, and Carolina Radiology.
Drivers behind the line. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
Qualifying match 2 begins. Autonomous, everyone's in motion. It looks like Robots Garage is making an attempt at that coral placement in Autonomous. We don't see anything ejecting there, but Blue Alliance is certainly moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coral in Autonomous. Just as a reminder, during Autonomous, the robots are running under pre-coding that the drivers are not driving the robots at that time. But now, in Teleop, they are indeed in charge of their robots. We have our rookie team, No Cap, down here on the Red Alliance end. Their number is 10591. And it looks like this week they absolutely have a coral mechanism. And they are going to attempt to score here, rookie team. Here we go. Lower level. And boom. Yes, give it up for that rookie team on the Red Alliance. On the other end of the field, Red Alliance's 9315 Coding Comets. Looks like they may be out of juice for the moment. Hopefully they'll be back in motion here shortly. On the Blue Alliance side of the field, we have Aluminum Assault 1287 receiving coral on board. And they're going to reach for that lower level. They've already got 5 on the upper level. 5 on each level is a cooperation bonus. I mean, not cooperation. Oh, my goodness, a rank point. Here we have 343 also working for the Blue Alliance. Metal in motion. Quick with that coral here. Fast intake, fast eject. We have 56 seconds left in this match. Blue Alliance 97, Red 31. It looks like we have Blue Alliance has 3 of 4 levels of our reef completed with 5 or more coral. That will be another ranking point if they're able to complete it, and it looks like they're well on their way. The Red Alliance side of the field, we still have Robots Garage and No Cap working to get some coral on that reef. We will be headed here into our end game shortly. During end game, robots will move to the center of the field. At center field, their scoring options there are to park or climb. Looks like 343's Metal in Motion is going to attempt the climb for Blue Alliance. The robot will have to be off the ground, and they are at the moment. Looks like Aluminum Assault may also attempt, but they're just going to take the park on this one. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, match. Blue Alliance has 3 robots parked under the reef barge area. Here in endgame, those parks will earn 2 points each. If 343 is clear and off the ground, that is a 12-point deep climb. Deep climb. Now, when the cage is hanging at that lower level, it's called a deep climb. And if it's hanging higher, it is a shallow climb. And that one is worth 6 points at that location. According to our current unofficial score, we'll have the official for you here in just a second. It looks like Blue Alliance did get 4 levels of coral with 5 on each level. So we shall have your official score here coming up shortly. While our robots are clearing the field, you'll see that their field reset team also is resetting the height of some of those cages on the Red Alliance reef. You'll see that they have adjusted one of those red metal pieces to that higher location. Some of our robots are designed to climb from the high level, some from the low. You might think that the lower level would be the easier one, but most teams are finding that one is the more difficult. All right, your official scores are coming right up. This one will go to the Blue Alliance will take this one with an event high score in qualifying match 2 of 119. That's the hat trick, folks. That is all 6 ranking points. So the 3 little trophies, that's for the win. There's one for the coral, one for the barge, and one for the algae. It looks like one of those was earned due to a foul by the other team. So well done, 5 ranking points. Before we move along to the next match, we have an announcement, a car announcement. Gray Nissan Frontier truck. Gray Nissan Frontier truck. South Carolina license plate TRC 386. You are parked illegally, impeding a handicap space. Your car will be towed if you do not move it immediately. That is a gray Nissan Frontier truck, South Carolina license plate TRC 386. Please move your vehicle. And now, the man you've all been waiting for, Matt Neal.
All right, folks, you know what time it is. It's time for our first South Carolina edition of Bad Jokes and Dad Jokes. Why did the cowboy name his horse Mayo? Because mayonnaise. This has been Bad Jokes and Dad Jokes. Hope you enjoyed. In the meantime, let's go ahead and brush off those mid-morning sleepies with a little movement, shall we? On your feet, let's get a little morning calisthenics in, shall we?
Alrighty, let's meet our teams for qualification match number 3. Up first on the Red Alliance, give it up for 5130.
The Undercogs are sponsored by Santee Cooper, Horry County Schools and County Council, and Horry Georgetown Technical College.
Up next, we've got 6167.
CB Bearbots, sponsored by International Paper and Georgetown School District.
And rounding out the Red Alliance, give it up for 1539.
Clover Eagle Robotics, sponsored by CM Steel, Clover School District, Price Brothers Inc.
On the Blue Alliance, let's hear it for 10388.
The Iron Wolverine Warriors, our rookie team, is sponsored by Bosch and NASA.
Up next, we've got 366.
Ramrod Robotics, sponsored by Bosch Rexroth, Vernova, and TCBY.
And rounding out the Blue Alliance, 1293.
Pandamaniacs are sponsored by Granger, Dan the Man Rollins, and Argosy Foundation.
Drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, dive.
Here we begin qualifying match 3 in our autonomous period. It looks like 6366 is Ramrod's Robotics has a new suction mechanism on board. That's interesting. Red Alliance has 2 robots in motion and autonomous and 1 placement of coral on the top of that reef. Let's go down to the Blue Alliance side of this field and watch Ramrod's Robotics' new suction mechanism for their coral piece. Nice. Placement up high. That's 5 points. 1293 Pandamaniacs. Working to get that algae dislodged from the reef. The pegs holding the algae cannot score until that algae has been dislodged. So they got to clean the reef before we can replenish it with coral. Our rookie team, the Iron Wolverine Warriors, they are playing at center field. That's 10-3-88, driving their robot, the Iron Hammer. And it looks like they're taking a swat at some algae and they can help their team place it. We've got 3 algae already in the net, activating cooperation for the Red Alliance. Red Alliance side of the field, 61-67, that's CB Bear Bots. They've got an algae on board. Gonna deposit that one in the processor for 6 points. 1539, Clover Eagle Robotics also has a coral mechanism working. Looks like they're gonna try that placement, maybe on a second level. We'll wait and see. There's the Undercogs with another high level placement for 5 points. We are 43 seconds left in this match. Red Alliance 58, Blue Alliance 47. Blue Alliance's rookie team, Iron Wolverine Warriors, they are parked at center field. Doesn't look like they may not be communicating with their robot anymore, but it is at least parked and will score points in end game. That robot sitting across that blue line will get 2 points for the Blue Alliance. We have 10 seconds left in this match. We're going to see if any of these robots are going to attempt to climb. Right now, Red Alliance is continuing to cycle coral pieces. 1539 has one stuck on board at the moment. That'll be the end of the match. CB Bear Bots, looks like they may have gotten off the ground over here. We'll, of course, have to wait on the call by our referees for that official. That low-hanging robot, you have to almost lay on the floor to see if it is touching the ground or not. We'll be right back with you in just a moment with your official score for qualifying match 3 here at the FSC District North Charleston event presented by South Carolina Department of Education. Here come your scores. This one will go to Red Alliance. Red Alliance takes this one with a score of 82 to Blue Alliance's 57. Red Alliance racking up 38 coral to the Blue Alliance's 24 in this round. We see Red Alliance taking that 14 points for the deep climb on the barge. They will take 3 rank points for winning the match, and an additional barge point for more than 14 points scored on the barge. We'll be right back with qualifying match 4.
All right, folks, time for another edition of Bad Jokes and Dad Jokes. What do you call a paper airplane that can't fly? Stationary. This has been Bad Jokes and Dad Jokes. Hope you enjoy. All right, folks, we got a little time on our hands. Let's get some movement. Let's go ahead and meet our teams for qualification match 4. Starting things out on the Red Alliance, give it up for team 4083.
The legendary Iron Wolverines. They are from St. George.
And joining them on the Red Alliance, give it up for 961.
Cybots, and they are sponsored by Global Transplant Solutions.
And rounding out the Red Alliance, keep it for team 10367.
That's category 4. Storm Surge, sponsored by NASA, Boeing, and Bosch.
And now let's check in with the Blue Alliance. Starting things off, give it up for team 3490.
Viper Drive, sponsored by Bosch, Boeing, and NIWC Atlantic.
And joining them on the Blue Alliance, give it up for team 8137.
The Fighting Bulldogs, sponsored by Georgetown County School District, Safe Rack, and AA Low Country LLC.
And joining them on the Blue Alliance, give it up for team 4864.
Innovation Station, sponsored by Bosch, Rexroth, and Michelin.
Drivers behind the line. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
Qualifying match 4 begins. Blue Alliance's Innovation Station has got 1 placement on the reef during autonomous. Well done. Our drivers will take control of their robots now, and things begin to pick up. Viper Drive, 3490, driving their robot Jormungandr with a placement on the 4th level of that reef. That is a 5-pointer. Here comes Innovation Station robot Finn with 3 placements already on that lower level. Those are going to be 2 points each. Fighting Bulldogs take on Coral from their Coral Station. They got their signature smiley face on this dog jockey. Their teammate here comes Storm Surge. They've got another placement on the lower level. And here comes another one, Fast Cycle Time by this rookie team here. Cybots gonna try one more placement here. Our score currently is Blue Alliance 52, Red Alliance 25. We have 40 seconds left in this match before our robots head into endgame. Looks like the Biting Bulldogs are going to attempt to climb on that shallow cage. That'll get them 6 points if they are successful. Blue Alliance is 3490 Viper Drive. Jormungandr also going to try a climb here. Looks like they've got that cage inside the perimeter of their bot. Will they be able to grab on and make the climb? They have 11 seconds still to get it lined up and give it a try. Remember that a climb must be clear of the floor and the chain. The robot cannot touch the chain. There's 3 blue bots over there. 3 blue bots across the line on that side of the reef. Red Alliance does have 1 robot parked. There'll be 2 points there. We will have your final scores coming right up. Here come your scores for qualifying match 4. This match will go Blue Alliance 73, Red Alliance 31. Blue Alliance taking those 3 rank points for the win this time, and a whopping 57 points from Coral. We will be right back with qualifying match 5.
Let's go ahead and meet our teams for qualification match 5. Starting things out on the Red Alliance, give it up for team 9571.
Patriot Prime, sponsored by Ms. Scott, Bosch, and Piedmont Section.
And joining them on the Red Alliance, give it up for team 10231.
Midnight Circuits, sponsored by Bosch, NASA, and North Charleston United Methodist Church.
And rounding out the Red Alliance, keep it going for team 342.
Burning Magnetos, sponsored by Bosch, Boeing, and NIWC.
Checking in now with the Blue Alliance. Give it up for team 10619.
Piranha's Rivets, sponsored by Darling County Institute of Technology.
And joining them on the Blue Alliance, give it up for team 8575.
The Two Westerners, sponsored by Bosch, Stoll Industries, Eaton, Erskine College, and eSafety.
And rounding out the Blue Alliance, keep it going for team 1758.
Technomancers, sponsored by Otis Elevator, GE Health, and ABB.
Drivers behind the line. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
Autonomous begins. All 3 Red Alliance robots and our Blue Alliance robots are off the line. 3 robots off the line and 1 Coral scored will be a rank point, and it looks like both of our alliances will take that ranking point. For Autonomous, Now we begin tally-out, where our drivers take control and everybody picks up the pace. 3-4-2, the Burning Magnetos driving. Good old Bernie takes that top spot on L4, 5 points. And 95-71, Patriot Prime. Patriot Prime is taking that lower level. They have the horizontal coral intake mechanism, and that works great for that lowest level. 3-4-2's Bernie taking a third coral on top, and shoot and a miss for that one. Down here on our Blue Alliance side of the field, Rookie Robot 10-619. That is Rana's Rivets. This robot's name is Jerry. I think he looks like a Jerry. We got 85-75, the Due Westerners. They are taking on board their coral piece. They're probably going to be looking for that upper level. And we've got 17-58 with one up top. That'll be 5 points for the Technomancers. In case you cannot see it from the field, the Technomancers has a sign on board. It says, "Drive like your kids live here." I'm glad my kids don't live here. It's a little dangerous out there. 17-58 is going to attempt that upper level once again. That'll be 5 more points. And the Westerners taking that L3 spot for another. They're going to remove some coral now as well. They've got the coral out of the way, and it's going to go into the processor. The processor will rack up 6 points for the other team. That sounds a little weird, I know, but getting that human player a piece of algae, they can shoot it into the net up top, and they will score 4 points. We have 23 seconds left in this match with Blue Alliance 65, Red Alliance 54. That sound indicates end game, and our robots will be headed to center field. Here at center field, it looks like we already have a Red Alliance bot headed here to night circuits. Oh, no, it looks like they've lost. They're not in motion anymore. That's going to be tough. They're not going to be able to make it back to their place underneath. Oh, and those cages are heavy. We don't like to see those swinging around, bashing into the bots. Could cause some damage. On our scoreboard, you will see a little icon that looks like coral, and then 2/4. That means that each of those alliances scored 5 coral pieces on 2 of the 4 levels. Scoring 5 coral pieces on all 4 levels will be another rank point. You'll also see a round icon up there that indicates algae, and those indicate algae that are placed into the processor and scored. Here come your scores for qualifying match 5. We'll take this match at FSC District North Charleston. Blue Alliance 87, Red Alliance 66. 4 ranking points for that Blue Alliance for the win, and I can't see it from here. Oh, autonomous, of course. Coming up next, you will be hearing from Barry Hudson, our other illustrious game announcer.
Attention in the audience. If you are staying in the Roadway Inn, the hotel Roadway Inn, in room 204, you dropped your hotel key. We will have that up at the scoring table. If you are staying in the Roadway Inn in room 204, unless you would like a visitor, please come get your hotel card. Roadway Inn, room 204.
Alrighty, let's meet the teams for qualification match number 6. First up on Blue Red Alliance, we have 10-3-88. Up next in the middle, we have 13-8
is Woodland High's Iron Wolverine Warriors. Team Flash 13-19.
And rounding out the Red Alliance, 10-5-99.
The Robo Blazers, sponsored by Richland School District 2.
Over on the Blue Alliance, let's hear it for 1102.
Making magic, Savannah River Nuclear Solutions, Aiken Public Schools, and Savannah River National Laboratory.
Up next in the middle, we've got 10-3-61.
Lake Marion High School.
And rounding out this match, give it up for 44-51.
Robots Garage, Lawrence District School District. What a day we're having in Charleston. That sounds good.
Alrighty, drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, dive.
Okay, here we are in North Charleston. We've seen all teams now. They've all shown their stuff in autonomous mode, and we've got great action going on as we're in teleoperated mode here in qualifier 6. Now the operators take control as the rookie team on the red side spinning around. Maybe got some financial trouble or some mechanical trouble as 13-19 has the first algae of the game. Up and going on to the barge. 13-19 pumps it up, but it misses. A lot of algae in play in this game as we already have 4 corals on the side, on the high rack. 44-51's flying around, picking up players as 10-361, the North Charleston team is picking it up as well. 13-19 going for another shot as they refine their technique of putting the algae up. And red side. And it's algae in the barge. 10-5-99 trying to pick up an algae or playing some defense as they go into the barge zone. We have a minute left in this match. A lot of algae on the floor, but no coral scored for the Red Alliance. Looks like 13-19 is going to try to put up those 7 pointers there as they get a second one up. So that's 14 points solely scored by Team Flash. Looks like 10-3-88 is down for the match. As the Blue Alliance has some action going on with 44-51, getting ready to score algae on level 1. Another one going on level 3. We've got 1, 2, 3 on level 2, and that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on level 4 on the blue side. For that ranking point for coral score, this is an outstanding match for level 2 and the rest of the blue topping 90 points. 36 points for the red as 10-05-99 escapes an algae under the wheels as we get 4 out of 6 teams parked under the barge. Our high score last in just over 100 points. So we'll see what we're going to get this time in this match. Here we have it. As we saw on the field, the blue win. Oh. Points.
All right. Let's meet our teams for qualification match number 6. Up, we've got 81-37.
The Biting Bulldogs out of Georgetown, South Carolina.
Up next, we've got 15-39.
Clover Eagle Robotics coming out of Clover, South Carolina.
And rounding out the Red Alliance, 34-89.
Category 5 coming out of Summerville, South Carolina.
Over on the Blue Alliance, let's hear it for 93-15.
Coding comments from Blythewood, South Carolina. Hydrus is their robot.
Up next, we've got 70-85.
Wired Warriors, Polly's Island, South Carolina, driving Phil.
And the final team for this match, let's hear it for 61-67.
CB Bearbots, Hemingway, South Carolina, with the Bear Necessities.
Alrighty, drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, dive.
All right, we have 4 robots in motion during autonomous mode. 7085 has crossed the red line from the Blue Alliance, and that might be a flag on them. Everybody's still nothing scored that I can tell, but we show 15 points for the Red Alliance for getting into the park zone. So here we go. Everybody's headed towards their reef zones to pick up algae or to their human player zones to pick up coral. Well, big reef goes up. A cooperation may be underway in this match. So watch people put algae into the processors as 6 points comes in and then scored. So that's, it bounces out. So that saves the Red Alliance 4 points for that misscored algae. A lot of algae coming into play this week. Different from Hartsville, the play has gotten very interesting and more sophisticated. Coral going on 34.89, just missing. Not a whole lot of action down on the blue side as 93.15 is paused in front as more cooperation algae goes up. Looks like 61-67 and their teammate are both approaching the reef area for the Blue Alliance as we have lots of action. 93-15 playing defense down on the red side of the field. Some of the cages are swinging. They're going to make them hard to catch as 15-39 seems to be stalled in front of their beef area, and another algae goes up, scoring a net of 2 points for the Blue Alliance. So Blue Alliance getting a lot of points out of that cooperation, loading into the processor area. And this match is almost tied at 53-57 with 25 seconds left before we hear the sonar and they go for the end game. Here we go. Red Smiley, 81-37, sitting there trying to grab onto the cage. Maybe content just to park. At the end of 61-67 making a play. Their arms out. They get bumped by their teammate. They're off the ground. All 6 robots may be getting large park points. Blue has one off the ground, and that might make the difference in this match. Okay, folks, here we go. Oh, yeah, blue, deep cage lift, and a score of algae in autonomous mode. Really lifted them up. In a great match, we're seeing new strategies, including algae coming into play, as well as cooperation. Each team getting a cooperation ranking point.
Let's meet our teams for qualification match number 8. First up, we've got 45-33.
It's Team Phoenix from just down the road at Mount Pleasant, driving the Flying Fish robot.
Up next, we've got 95-71.
From up near Greenville and Powdersville is Patriot Prime.
And rounding out the Red Alliance, 63-66.
Also a Greenville area team from Simpsonville, it's Ramrods Robotics.
On the Blue Alliance, it's 10-51.
The big team from Mullins, South Carolina, it's Technical Terminators.
Up next, we've got 34-90.
Viper Drive from Somerville up the road here, driving your bunker under.
And last, certainly not least, let's hear it for 10-5-91.
Columbia's team No Cap driving Capathon.
Driver behind the lines. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, dive.
And they're off in autonomous mode. Lots of action. Maybe a high score by 63-66 there in autonomous mode, and was countered by great 10-51 on the Blue Alliance.
Yeah, we're a lot.
Great job in autonomous mode with 16-16 as we go into teleop mode here. Algae's on the ground and corals in the robots as another high score attempting on the blue side. Nice move there on the Blue Alliance. 2 high scores on level 4 and some cooperation loading into the processor over on the red side of the field. Make a shot there by the Blue Alliance and it bounces out. All right, number 4 going up on level 4 on the blue side. See if we get that 5th coral scored for the Blue Alliance on level 4. In perfect harmony and perfect synchrony, we got 34-90 and their team partner, and we got 5 on the top row on the blue side and 4, no, count them 3 on the red side. 45-33 with a very unique ball handler there, picking up some algae there and scooting it over into the processor on the red side of the field to be picked up by a Blue Alliance member to see if they can score some more cooperation Ranking points. Oh, nice move. 45-33. An incredible handler there. 95-71. Playing some low score. Everybody can score in Reef Scape here in North Charleston. Great score. 10:51 is really racking them up. Getting close to a full house on the top on the Red Alliance, and more balls go off as Algie scored on the barge. That comes number 4. Playing strategy here, trying to decide whether to shoot now or later, and he goes for it, and it's in. All right, almost a complete cap on the blue side. As we got 25 seconds to go, wait for the sonar sound, and we'll see what they strategize for the end game. 63-66 doing a nice job here. 34-90 already off the ground for the Blue Alliance. That puts them up. Oh, it's a dead heat going in. Well, 5 points by 63-66 with their suction cup. Do it. Oh, they just miss. We got to decide what to do. Everybody's in. Everybody's parked, and that's the end of the game with one robot swinging. Wow. Oh, a big 95. See if we can top 100 before lunch. This is a great play here. They really racked up with the high-scoring coral on level 4, as well as getting some algae scored. Red did a good job feeding into the processor, but wasn't enough to top. That's 5 ranking points. They only lacked getting the cooperation ranking point to get 6, which will be a record.
Let's go ahead and meet our teams for qualification match 9. Starting us out on the Red Alliance, give it up for team 17.
David 2.0.
And joining them on the Red Alliance, give it up for team 10599.
It's the Robo Blazers from Columbia, South Carolina with their new robot.
And rounding out the Red Alliance, give it up for team 343.
Metal in Motion.
Now let's meet the Blue Alliance. Starting us out, give it up for team 10367.
Category forms. This Storm Surge from right up the road in Somerville, driving Nautilus.
And joining them on the Blue Alliance, give it up for team 10619.
From the racing team of Darlington, it's Jerry with Reina's Rivets.
And rounding out the Blue Alliance, give it up for team 5130.
From North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Undercocks driving Dory.
Drivers behind the line. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, folks, in autonomous mode, the goal is to score some algae, and all 3 robots leave the starting zone. Wow, 2 attempts at autonomous by 343, both landing just short. Awesome autonomous programming coming into play here today. Got 2 robots on the Blue Alliance just receiving some coral, 1 scored on the low. 5130 stuttering a little bit as they position the coral for scoring position. As 1758 and 343 playing the same strategy over here on the Red Alliance. I think we're going to already seeing processor moves, 343 loading, and the algae in on the front side of the field for the Red Alliance. As 1758 goes up with a hanging elastic cord, but they still manage to score for 5 points on the top of the reef. And here we go. Looks like we're going to go for coral on all 3 or 4 levels here on the Red Alliance, as the Blue Alliance is herding robots and scoring coral mostly on the bottom, but no, we got one on the top for 5130. Ten 637 is playing pretty well today, as the blue robot playing defense down there in front of the coral loading area on the red side of the field. Nobody's getting pinned. 2 rookie teams duking it out down there on the Red Alliance side. All right, we've got nothing on the lower, on level 2 on the red side as we're going for the glory points up there at the top. Oh, and we got algae on both sides of the barge now. We got 30 seconds to go, and it counts if it's crooked, so we're in good shape here on the red side. As the blue side having trouble getting coral up beyond the lower level, but 10-3-67 doing a great job scoring down on the lower level. But everything counts. That's 2 points each for those. All right, we're about to hear the sonar. As we come down, it's the end game already. And we got 3 blues park. Oh, rushing over 10:59, trying to get the park at the end. I don't see any robots off the ground. Awesome play. Gosh, these guys are speedy. It's nice to see safety in action. Muscle Man for 10,599 with his gloves lifting the robot off the field. I'm ready for the score. Let's do it. And it's red. Oh yeah, red takes it. Lots of high Coral scores there. They got 4 ranking points, 3 for the win, and 1 more for Autonomous. I can't quite make it out. On the blue team, that's the Autonomous. Okay. We're going to play through match 13 before lunch, so if you're planning lunch, get it here by 1 o'clock.
Let's go ahead and meet our teams for qualification match 10. Starting things out on the Red Alliance, give it up for team 1102.
Coming from Aiken, it's Making Magic driving Tsunami.
And joining them on the Red Alliance, give it up for team 2815.
It's one of our 5 Columbia teams, Blue Devil Mechanics driving Thalassa.
And rounding out the Red Alliance, give it up for team 6961.
They brought Jimmy the Whale down from Chesney today at Cybots.
Checking in now with the Blue Alliance. Let's get it started for Team 281.
Keeping with our ocean themes, we got a manta rays from Green Villains.
And joining them on the Blue Alliance, give it up for Team 10361.
Yes, more animals from the water. It's Gator Bots.
And last, but certainly not least, rounding out the Blue Alliance, give it up for Team 342.
Taking the message further, Burning Magnetos, driving their robot named Bernie.
Drivers behind the line. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
6 robots in motion, all have left their zone. We got a coral scored for the red, but not for the blue. But, oh, don't give up yet. It's 342 just missing. Another score, 1102, 2 core. Oh, it's still scoring in autonomous mode. That is quite incredible. Alliance play at its best. We're picking up Corals 342 in the corner going, no, go to the other side. I can pick you up over there as 1102 and their teammates 2815 and 6961. Picking them up, boys. Slam bam action, man. And we're up. 2 going up high on the blue side. Score. And we got number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top. For 1102 is going to make it 6 as they sneak it on over there. Wiggle, and it fits. The same kind of plays going on the blue side as we put up number 4 now on level 4 for the Blue Alliance. Just missing. 342 says, that's okay, I'll get it. Just give me a second and I'll slide her on there as we go 1 down. And now another 1 down on the Blue Alliance. All right, are they filling up the top on both of the reefs today? We haven't seen one filled up yet. It would be really, really cool to see a double level 4 complete on both of the reefs. Looks like we're headed there on the red side. 2 more to go. 3 more to go, but now it's 3. It's 281 puts one on. 342 getting the algae out of the way. No cooperation play or processor occurring, but here comes our first algae going up onto the rack. It's 342 showing they can do the stuff, but they just miss. All right, we got 3 empty level 4s. Red Alliance has completed level 4, giving them quite an advantage, already over 100 points before we go into park mode here at the end. 2815 sneaking carefully in as they reach a deep cage. Already, they missed. They've got a parts falling off here. It looks like we've lost the arm on 2815 and 6961. 342's done a nice park and missed another algae on the barge. 281 trying to decide what they can do in 1 more second and does it to cap off level 4, and they just ran out of time. Looks like a hurricane hit the coral down on the red side of the field. Thanks to our team reset, field reset crew. They're doing a great job today. Let's hear it for the field reset folks. When you go to work someday, guys, you're going to hear something called process improvement or continuous improvement. And what I'm seeing today, they have black bins to pick up the coral. Make the job easier. Process improvement. So we put 14 in the bin and 6 fall out as you carry it, but at least it's better than none. Three more matches to go, then we'll break for lunch and return at 2 o'clock. Our high score in Hartsville 2 weeks ago was 130. Looks like we have a chance of beating that record in this match. Who thinks we're going to go over 130 for the Red Alliance? Just a quick rundown on the rankings. We've got aluminum assault at number 1. Wired Warriors, Metal Emotion, CB Bearbots all sneaking up towards the top in the top 5. My understanding is they're discussing a penalty point in the last match. This could take a bit. So, Matt, is it time for dad jokes and bad jokes? Do you want bad jokes or dad
All right,
jokes.
folks, you know what time it is. Time for another edition of Bad Jokes and Dad Jokes. Why does the fish love math class? He likes algebra. This has been Bad Jokes and Dad Jokes. Hope you enjoyed. For a special 2 Dad Joke edition, what's a fish's favorite conversation topic? Current events. This has been a special 2 joke edition of Bad Jokes and Dad Jokes. Hope you enjoyed. An announcement from our last match. In qualification match 10.
Red took it away with a new high score for the day. Matt has something to talk about that yellow card.
In qualification match 10, Team 6961 is receiving a yellow card for texting in the game area. You are not allowed to have phones whilst robots are operating. Let's go ahead and meet our teams for qualification match 11. Starting things out on the Red Alliance, give it up for Team 1287.
Aluminum Assault driving the Black Pearl.
And joining them on the Red Alliance, give it up for Team 8575.
The Two Westerners driving their horse.
And rounding out the Red Alliance, give it up for Team 1319.
Flash. And their robot is named the Yellow Submarine.
And now let's meet our Blue Alliance. Starting things out, give it up for team 10-31.
Midnight Circuits driving Bob Butt.
And joining them on the Blue Alliance, give it up for team 4864.
Innovation Station driving Finn.
And rounding out the Blue Alliance, give it up for team 4083.
The legendary Iron Wolverines driving the Defender.
Drivers behind the line. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
Qualifying match 11 begins here at FSC District North Charleston, presented by the South Carolina Department of Education. Robots are quickly in motion. Here comes Aluminum Assault with their 2-point autonomous. Currently averaging 6 ranking points. Aluminum Assault taking on Coral, and immediately back for the third Coral of the day on this qualification, 13-19. That's Flash driving Yellow Submarine. If you get up close and personal with that Yellow Submarine, you'll see Woody Flowers is driving it. Do Westerners also taking Coral on in the Coral Station. Here we go on the third level in L4. Their robot, Seahorse, trotting back and forth. A little collision with the drive station there for Aluminum Assault. Little teeter-totter for the Do Westerners, but it looks like everybody's got everything under control. And here comes our little legendary Wolverines Defender. They are working to cause some trouble for Aluminum Assault there in front of the Coral Station. Blue Alliance's Innovation Station, their bot Finn, makes another deposit on that L1, that level 1 of the reef. On the Blue Alliance side of the field, you will notice that we have 2 robots rather than 3 playing in this game. That robot has not made it to the field this time, but they will have a human player here representing, as is part of the rules of our competition. Innovation Station's Finn has yet another on board, consistent cycling to the reef. We have 40 seconds left in this match with a score of Red Alliance 89, Blue Alliance 19. Red Alliance is 13-19. That's Flash taking a shot at the reef. There's a 4-pointer in the net. Do Westerners filling in yet another on that level 2. Looks like they're going to get... They're set up for those, four levels with 5 Coral. That'll be a ranking point. We're in end game with 13 seconds left in this match. Do Westerners is going to bob on by 4083. They're going to continue cycling Coral. Looks like 13-19 is going to take the climb. Do Westerners and Aluminum Assault will take the park. That's the match. Unofficial score, 121 for Red Alliance, Blue Alliance 29. 4 of 4 on the Coral means 5 pieces of Coral on all 4 levels, which should earn them a ranking point. If 13-19 is indeed off the ground for Red Alliance, if that counts as a full climb, the climb itself will earn them 12 points. And then 2 points for each additional bot parked for a total of 16. If those are all clean and scored that way, they would earn another ranking point for the barge for points in excess of 14 scored on the barge. This could be a high score again, folks. Here come your scores for qualifying match 11. This one will be going to the Red Alliance, and let's see that score, 143 to 31. That is an event high score for us today here in North Charleston. And yet again, this alliance pulling all 6 ranking points. Aluminum Assault 1287 maintains the first position in our rankings. We have the Due Westerners stepping up from 8th to 3rd. And 1319 is got their Yellow Submarine popping up to 11. We have 2 more matches to play before we will break for lunch. For those in the stands, you'll see there is a QR code there on the screen. If you scan that QR code, you can get all the details of the stats for this match. Speaking of stats, we have a new thing happening here in SC First, and there is our coalition of teams that are gathering scouting data for all teams to share. So if you see someone in the stands with an iPad taking in data for that group, please be sure to give them a clear view of the field because that data is shared with all teams. Coming up next in qualifying match 12, we will see playing for the Red Alliance, 4533 Team Phoenix, 1293 Pandemaniacs, and 10619 Rana's Rivets versus the Blue Alliance's 3976 Electric Hornets, 4451 Robots Garage, and rookie team 10599 Robo Blazers. We will be right back.
Let's meet our teams for qualification match number 12. First, we've got 4033
Phoenix, and they are driving the Flying Fish.
Up next, we've got 1293
Pandemaniacs driving their robot, Magikarp.
And rounding out the Alliance here for 10619
Rana's Rivets driving Jerry.
Over on the Blue Alliance, I'm seeing 3976
Electric Hornets driving their robot, Sparky.
Next, we've got 4451
Robots Garage driving Riptide.
And last but most certainly not least, 10599
Robo Blazers driving their newly named Gravedigger.
Drivers behind the lines. Let's get started in 3, 2, dive.
Qualification match 12 begins in autonomous. 15 seconds of pre-coded movement by our robots. Everybody's moving, and we now move to teleop. Our drivers will pick up their controllers, step into the drive station, and begin. Rana's Rivets is in motion. Smooth and quiet this robot is. And with a coral on board, we'll see if they're going to score. Their alliance mates across the reef. Pandamaniacs, looks like they were working to get that algae. There we go. Algae removal. Well done. 43.55. That's Phoenix driving the flying fish. They've taken out the coral and the algae that are pre-placed on the field. Looks like they're going to deposit one of those in the processor. That will give 6 points to the opposite alliance. However, it does assist with activating cooperation. On the blue alliance side of the field, here we have 4451 Robots Garage with a placement on L3. Cycling back and forth with coral quickly placed on those lower levels. Looks like they're looking at L2 and L3. Level 2 and 3. 3976, which is the Electric Hornets. This little robot's name is Sparky. And it looks like Sparky has some rubber band magic going on here. That algae got away from him, but I bet he's going to chase it down. Robo Blazers with a placement on L1. And Robots Garage continuing with filling up that L3 level of the reef. We are currently with 33 seconds left in the match. Blue Alliance 58, Red Alliance 39. Cooperation activated for the Red Alliance, but not the blue. They will not earn the benefits of that cooperation without both sides activating. Now we are in endgame. Robots head to center field. 45-33. Looks like Phoenix's fish is gonna try to fly. Let's see if this fish is gonna fly. 12.93. Pandamaniacs also attempting a climb with 4 seconds left in the match. 3, 2, 1. That'll be the match. Our refs will take a look underneath the carriage of that robot to see if it is indeed off the ground. And we will see if that 12 points is earned for that deep climb here when we have your final scores momentarily. Here come your scores. Blue Alliance with a win. Blue Alliance 77 to Red Alliance is 57. The Blue Alliance will take not only the 3 ranking points for the win, but they will also take the autonomous ranking point for all 3 robots leaving the starting line and scoring 1 coral during autonomous. We will be right back with qualifying match 13, which will be our last match before we break for lunch. We will be back after lunch at 2 p.m.
Let's meet our teams for qualification match 13. First, we've got 3090.
Viper Drive driving Jormungandr.
Up next, we've got 281.
The Green Villains driving Manta Ray.
And finally, on the Red Alliance, we have 1102.
Making Magic driving Tsunami.
On the Alliance, I'm seeing 1858.
Technomancers driving David 2.0.
36. Here in the middle, we've got 1036.
7. Category 4 Storm Surge.
And finally, we have 1539.
Clover Eagle Robotics driving Fred.
Drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, dive.
And we begin 15 seconds of autonomous. Red Alliance has 3 robots in motion. Blue Alliance has 2 off the line. Definitely a score over there on the Blue Alliance side. Oh, an attempt at an algae during autonomous. Big moves by the Red Alliance. Blue Alliance's Technomancers going first for the algae clear out and then placement of coral. And coming back with another coral. Their Alliance mates, Category 4, Storm Surge. 1 on the lower level there. And 1539 is Clover Eagle Robotics. Fred over here has not quite gotten started. 281 really reaching. The Green Villains are really working to get that algae directly into the net for those 4 points. Blue Alliance at 24, Red Alliance 51. Here on the other end of the field, Making Magic. Oh, that was a close one. Not quite hitting it right with the angle there. Green Villains with another shot at the net. Lost that one at a bounce out. That's all right because Viper Drive and Making Magic are still cycling coral like crazy bots. 2 more to complete that upper level. Each one of those upper level placements will score 5 points. And then subsequently 4 on level 3. 4 on level 3, 3 on level 2, and 2 on level 1, just to make things complicated. We are at Red Alliance 65, Blue Alliance 38, and lots of motion on the Red Alliance side of the field. We have a couple of very fast robots on the field right now, and Green Villains is going to go ahead and relieve the reef of that last bit of algae, bouncing off the coral station with an algae sandwiched between itself and the wall. They are unharmed, and here they are with another piece of coral for the level 3 of the robot, Making Magic, with another placement up top. Looks like they are just a little shy of it, or they're going to not quite reach for it. We've got Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance is 1539. It's not quite going to get off the line today. We'll have official scores for you in just a moment. After these scores go up, we will be moving into lunch. After lunch, we will come back at the scheduled 2 o'clock time. We're just a couple minutes behind schedule right now. We will come back at 2 o'clock. Those playing matches right after lunch. Queuing will begin at 1:45. Here come your scores for qualifying. Red Alliance will win this match, 89 to Blue Alliance's 53. They'll take 4 rank points for this one. We will see you back here at 2 o'clock. Robots playing in qualifying match 14, 15, 16. Heads up, queuing will begin at 1:45.